NBC2 News at 6.
COVID-19 cases are once again rising in our state. This is the Florida Department of Health data from the last 2 months showing cases per week. Now, you can see we stayed relatively steady for all of November. The first week of December, case numbers rose a little bit, but last week is where the numbers really shot up. Watch this. Our state reported nearly 30,000 cases last week. That's the highest number we've seen since late September. We also recorded a positivity rate of 5.4%, which is also the highest since September.
Here's what's interesting. The case increase we're seeing across the state is not happening here in Southwest Florida. This chart shows cases per week in just Lee County. You can see a slight increase of about 100 more cases, but nothing like that huge jump Peter showed you on the statewide chart. Collier County shows the same trend, a small increase. And it's the same story in Charlotte County.
That's
Still,
us.
the nationwide uptick, paired with fears of the Omicron variant, has some people wary of getting on a plane. We sent NBC2 Samantha Serban to find out if people are changing their plans just before Christmas.
How, if anything, is COVID impacting your holiday plans?
No, I've had all my shots. I'm not running out with big groups or anything like that.
Well, pretty much, we're just going to roll with it this year. We put it on hold last year, and you got to live life.
With vaccines fully available for most of 2021, people in Punta Gorda say they're not letting COVID-19 affect their Christmas.
Just still being careful.
People are getting older, and you got to enjoy your loved ones.
With a small increase in new cases recently, health officials want you to celebrate safely.
Whenever possible, every measure that we can take to minimize. We're not saying not to get together. We're saying just get together, but be careful.
And I think it's so important that we also spend time with our loved ones. You know, the idea of social isolation is really critical, especially with our older adults in our community. They really, really need that connection, and that's what this vaccine has brought to our community.
Florida saw 5.4% of tests last week come back positive. Here in Southwest Florida, no single county is above 4%.
Probably about 3 weeks ago, we were somewhere around 10 to 15 cases a day. Right now, as of recently, seeing around 30, 35 cases a day, so it's definitely come up.
Dr. Pepe says hospitals like Shore Point here are stable. He says Charlotte County is seeing less than 10 people hospitalized and only one person being treated for COVID-19 in the ICU. Some of the testing increase we're seeing, like here at Hammond Stadium, can be attributed to flu season. Dr. Perez Trapicio says we're above average in flu cases this year.
Remind ourselves that 2.5% is the national average, and we are surpassing that, which was not the case in all of 2020.
When people become symptomatic, they immediately try to rule out COVID, which is a good thing, and that's why those sites are there.
At the end of the day, testing and taking proper precautions are the best way to stay safe this holiday season. It's not time to change plans yet. Health experts are expecting another jump in cases after the holidays simply because people will be getting together. In Punta Gorda, Samantha Serban, NBC2.
And so far, hospitals in Lee and Collier County are not reporting a noticeable increase in COVID patients.
Now, here's the big question. Why is the case uptick so big on the state level and so small in our local counties? Well, NBC2 studied the data and found the likely answer. Let's start with the whole state so that you have a frame of reference. Florida's weekly case count increased by 119%. That's a pretty big jump. Compare that to our numbers. Lee County increased by 22%, Collier County 35%, and Charlotte County saw a 26% increase in cases. So the statewide jump is coming from the more populated East Coast counties. For example, Miami-Dade County saw a 321% increase in cases within a week. Moral of the story here, the data shows COVID-19 is not spreading as much in Southwest Florida as it is on the East Coast. Count on NBC2 to continue tracking the data for you. We'll alert you of any trends that we notice.
2 men pretended to be hotel workers